The way I make hard-boiled eggs for my potato salad is I get a pot of boiling water. I just, I follow a bunch of people on Facebook, and one lady suggested this, and I tried it, and I love it. So you get your water simmering or just about boiling, and you're going to very gently put your eggs in. I'm going to put 8 in. And then I'm going to time it for 13 minutes. And then you take them out, rinse them off, put it in some ice, and they're good to go. I'm going to make the recipe Mary's potato salad from our cookbook, the Peppercorn Pantry Where Friends Gather. I've done the eggs already, showed you how to do that just a few seconds ago. And now I boiled these potatoes and I leave the skins on. They're still just a little bit warm. And I'm just gonna show you just how I peel them. And then we're gonna put them in the refrigerator and let them cool before I shred them. Like I said, they're still just a little bit warm, but they're not too warm that I can't touch. So I usually just make a little slit, and a lot of times I just scrape my knife against it. I don't try to take any more than I have to. And sometimes the skin comes right off. You can just kind of feel big chunks off of it. Like that. And I boil these, start with cold water, put the potatoes in, bring your water to a boil, and then you just boil them till they're fork tender or knife. I use a knife, I don't use a fork. And you don't have to be super picky about it. Makes your potatoes look like, your potato salad look like it's made with real potatoes. So, like I said, see, sometimes the skin just comes right off. That's why I like to do it when they're still just slightly warm. And then I will finish these. I've done 8 potatoes and I've done 8 eggs. And when everything's nice and cool, I will show you how I make the dressing, and then we'll shred. I like to shred my potatoes and eggs. You certainly can cut them. And once these are all cool, we'll put everything together. Okay, I'm going to mix the dressing part of the potato salad. So here we go. I'm going to start with a half a cup or 4 tablespoons of dried. You know how Mary likes her dried onions. And that might be a little too much for some of you, but so do that accordingly to your taste, obviously. And then we're going to put a half a teaspoon of pepper in. And I like to use the restaurant style pepper. It's ground up more coarse. And then we're going to put a teaspoon of salt in there. I'm going to put in a half a cup of ranch dressing. Half a cup of sour cream. And then I'm going to put a whole cup of mayonnaise in. And let me see. Oh, and a tablespoon of mustard. And of course, there's a snowstorm going on right now. So my husband, I tried to make a really good list to get everything from the store because I don't bake at home, folks. So I don't have much in my pantry. So I forgot the pickle relish, but that is like the main ingredients in my potato salad. I think that's what really sets it apart from others. You can use sweet relish, which is what we usually use, or a dill relish. So you'll have to forgive me. I do not have any pickle relish in this, but the boys will still eat it. So now that I've got this all mixed and combined, I'm gonna also put it in the refrigerator where the potatoes and the eggs are. And when everything is super cold, we'll shred the potatoes and eggs and put it together. Okay, my potatoes and eggs are chilled enough that I can start shredding them. So I already did the eggs already. And what I do when I put my potatoes and eggs in the refrigerator, I also put them on a paper towel. You'll see my potatoes have a paper towel in the bottom of that container. It's just, otherwise, there's some kind of moisture in the pot or pan or whatever you use to put them in the refrigerator, and it just kind of soaks up that so they're not super dry but not wet. So I just go ahead and use a really large grater like this. Sometimes you guys can, I have used my food processor. But by all means, if you want to just dice the potatoes up, you certainly can do this. Just be careful with your fingers. So I'm just going to work on the potatoes. I already did the eggs already. And I'll just keep grating them and we'll stir them together. So I've got all the potatoes shredded, and I'm just gonna stir this in. Again, I do not have a big enough bowl for this. So I'm just gonna slowly add my potatoes to it. Feel free to use your hands, it's a little cold. And remember, we're minus the pickle relish. I forgot to get that from the store. So there we go. Mary's potato salad, just like that. Thanks for watching.